Alright. I think we're just about good. Cash is good. We're doing some Kabookies. Me and John tonight. Let's ready up. Emok, thank you for the good luck. Could be a mistake, but we'll see how it goes. Hello. Early fire rod. Love me an early fire rod. Oof, those are some long days. I don't blame you for sitting this one out. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Oh, yep. Fortunately, I don't have Monday off. It's sad for me, but is what it is. Alright, we got the middle finger out of the way early. That's fine. That's fine. Escape flipped me off, yeah. Pretty much. I hope that bomb's still there. Probably won't be, though. Yeah, that had to happen. Is it there? No. Alright. But the guards are in the bomb prize pack, so that's good to know. Just get right through here. let's see what kind of useless item is going to end up over here. Yeah, useless, just like I said. It's early fire rod, early pearl. What else could be waiting down here, I wonder? Yeah, no kidding. I will gladly take... Okay. So, loaded escape. Not quite, able to do King's Tomb loaded escape, but I guess there's still one more check. So 519 with a bunch of text boxes from Key Sanity stuff. Oh, of course. That's actually not too bad of a time. Already just one item away from Dark World access. Yeah, nice French vanilla map. Thank you. Thank you. Now we can use that fire rod. That's a small key. That's lovely. I mean, it's all dungeons anyways, so we need it. It'll be eventually in logic. Yeah, we'll grab those. Sure we will. Yeah, I mean, there's also a chance that we won't need that small key. Maybe like a key to Maya or Skull Woods or something. And she said a true mystery item. Yes, not needing it is the dream. For sure. Just hope that we don't have to come back for an ice rod after being in GT. Oh, we have Dark World access. Look at you. Look at you. Still a little too much to do in the light world before we think about going over there, but it's nice to know that we can. It's a very, very kind early game so far. The desert, once we get in, desert is beatable. All we need a fire source and a way in. Oh no, we have a fire source. We just need a way in. Not used to having fire rod this early. At 300's nice too for a compass. So I'll know exactly how many items we get in Eastern. No chickens were harmed in the bombing of this wall. Alright, no bottle yet. Alright, GT small, that's fine. We need at least one. Yeah, we're not getting that. So the interesting thing is, when do you go into the Dark World? I mean, right now the only key I have is for TR, so probably not anytime soon. I earned that 20 bucks. Alright. Oh, there's our first bottle. Hey, Bruins, you scored. There's our second bottle. That one's got a fairy, so we'll grab it. I think Pasternak just scored. They're up 1-0. Season opener. Going up against Washington. Kind of a nothing shot from the point, too. But we'll take it. 1-0 lead on the road. Small key to Hera. Great. Small key to Pod. That's 1. Alright, so we're starting to get some keys here. Oh, you have season tickets. Who's their AHL affiliate? Rochester? Yeah, Rochester. Okay. Alright, so I can mark off the library. Actually gonna do some Dark World stuff now. At least Hype Cave, get that going. Yeah, that's cool. Minor league hockey's pretty fun. I mean, any hockey's pretty fun, but watched a lot of minor league hockey and a lot of college hockey. My uncle used to cover UNH games for years. So I went to a lot of their games growing up. Hockey East is intense. Key to Skull Woods, fine. Another pod key. Small key to Swamp is good. We like that. Yeah, I never played hockey, but I enjoy watching hockey. So it definitely worked out. Alright, let's see what's over at Dig Game here. Oh, they upset UNH? Nice. That's awesome. Another small key, huh? The ice. Yeah, Frozen 4 is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, where are we gonna go now? Village of Outcasts, I think. But I haven't followed... I mean, I follow college hockey a little bit, but... Oh, North Dakota's really good. There's no shame in losing to North Dakota. I mean, we're a little spoiled in this area because Hockey East is some of the best college hockey out there, but North Dakota is really, really freaking good. Another small key. This is to Meyer. All right. Yeah, it's not really too many bad teams in hockey. At least they didn't used to be. I haven't followed it that closely recently, but... Just any team seems like they could beat any other team on a given night, even some of the nationally ranked, like BC, BU, teams like that. So who are the Sabres opening against tomorrow? Honestly, it could be the Bruins. I haven't looked at their schedule past today, so... Oh, there's our mitts. Rangers, okay. Oh, and our mirror, too? That's actually going to help when I dip into Thieves here. Get out of there a little bit quicker. I got a feeling it's going to be a down year for the Bruins. I just don't see them with enough offense. Big key to ice. Fine. We can do some damage in ice once we get the flippers. Alright, before we go up to Skull Woods, which I think we can also really get a lot done in there. We're just going to do this quickly. Oh, Pittsburgh blank Rangers, wow. Yeah, we'll grab it. Might need Zor money. We might need pod money with it. So. I forgot the season started yesterday. I so focused on the Bruins opening night that I forgot that the season opened yesterday. So we'll leave the purple chest for now. I want to go beat Skullwoods. Actually, let's go scout this first, and then we'll go. Alright, not going up there for that. Oh, was it only 3 games yesterday? Alright. Nope. Not today. Red boom. Okay, that's actually not the worst thing to get. I am gonna grab this key. Maybe. Forget it. At 1, maybe 2 shots with that fire rod, so let's make it count. Yeah, he actually played pretty nice there for that hammer. I can't really complain about that. Alright, so that was a pendant. That's fine. It's all dungeons anyways, so. All good. Yeah, Moth played nice. Can't complain. You know, for a relatively low-powered Moth, that was about as good as it could have gone. Alright, I don't have big key. I guess I should mark that pendant. So I might have to drop in. I think we're done in this area anyways after this. So I'm not worried about getting trapped. And I guess we could go over to what's it called? What is it called? Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb. We could do that. So getting a small key would not be the worst thing in the world. It's not very likely. Well, we did get a small key, but just not the right one. We're done here. I think Pod Eastern. We have 2 Pod Smalls. So we might as well go over there. Lot of checks there. Not entirely sure how many we can get with 2 keys, but get some information first. Pod and Swamp. Okay. We'll be able to get green pendant info too. So we'll have almost all of our crystal knowledge and dungeon knowledge, I guess we'd call it. We'll have everything but one. We'll be missing 1 pendant. Yeah, we'll take that. Not turning down half magic. Half magic fire rod is very strong. Alright, so we want to stop at Saha's hut first on the way. There it is. TR green pendant. Okay. Alright, that's a 3rd pod key, so I'm feeling really good about this pod dip now. Even without a bow. I might do Eastern first, depending on how I feel when I get there. Let's grab Kiki. Forgot about the iframes. Yeah, because we could actually be bow locked. Actually, no, we're not. We're not bow locked. We have 3 smalls, but let's do this first. We can get 4 items. 3 are in logic. Unless we find the lamp or the big key. Oh, perfect. So now I can potion glitch my way through the right side of pod. Awesome. Maybe save a key. Maybe we'll save a key. Dash left, please. This is the last logical check. Small key to thieves. Okay, so when we get the big key, we can clear the entire back, which is nice. We don't have the big key here, so we can't get that. And then this is not going to be in logic, but whatever. Who cares about logic? Second intermission, Bruins up 1-0. Map of Ice. It's the first useful map we've gotten. And it doesn't help us. Kind of hoping it would be the other pendant. That way I could just not worry about anything. Alright, let's glitch our way over. Not sure if you have to reset the room, but I always reset the room. Actually, we need the bombs. We can blow that. Oops. Ooh, glitchy, out of logic hook shot. Not glitchy, but out of logic hook shot. So hook shot is bow locked. I think I can hit it with this. Beautiful. Alright, so 10 arrows is the stun prize. That's whatever. So these are in logic. I just don't want to use the fire rod. Alright, GT big is good. That could be good. Actually, let's go this way. We're gonna try the dark maze, hope for the best. Save that key. And I can check. Actually looks good, I think. Yeah, that's true. I am missing that. Alright. Let's see if I can do this here. That's the easy one. Okay. So we can get one more without spending a key. Yeah, actually we do have to spend the key because I don't have a bottle, but that's fine. That's fine. Not worth it, but whatever. Alright, so let's do catfish. We can turn on the mushroom on the way and then do some... We can check Zora and the ledge. We can get Zora, check the ledge. Avoid the murder dactyl. I don't think that's low enough. Yeah, alright. Buy a potion too. What do we got? What do we got? TR. The question is, where do we go after this? Oh. I can mark off bumper. Small key. We'll probably have to come back for that at some point. Unless it's vanilla flippers, which would be kind of nice. I've seen weirder things. Not even close. Okay. So... we have very, very terrible options. I could have held off on Zora now that I think about it and gone and done what I'm gonna do now. It actually would have been a little bit better because then I could have come down here and grabbed the purple chest on my way. As it stands, I'll have to come back for it. But my plan is to... I'll do Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb, come back, get the purple chest, turn that in, and go over toward Desert. Zagina's staring me in the face. If it's not any of those things, if we don't get progression, it's Castle Tower, I think. Oh, we have should we have K45? I can actually do that with the purple chest, I guess. It's actually not the worst routing. I kind of lucked into it a little bit. Yeah, why not? Still would have been better if I had skipped Zora. But that's alright. It's not too awful. I say, I have the myths. Lift that skull. Actually, we'll still need the mirror. It's ice we can get into, but we'd have to fake Flipper to do it, so nothing's in logic. We could sequence break Death Mountain, which actually might not be awful. Because even without the hook shot, we can get everything. We just know that there won't be a lamp, or there either a lamp or a flute. One of them can't be up there. Well, it's right here. So mirror leads to shovel, leads to... If it's book, I don't know what I'd do. Although book is kind of staring us in the face as something we need. It is not book. It would have been kind of funny if it was the book, though. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Big key of Thieves. Alright, so Thieves is beatable now. But since I'm already basically over here, I didn't need to do that. Actually, probably shouldn't have done that. Don't do... you're killing me. I might as well scout this while I'm here, and then go back and finish Thieves. Alright, so the ledge is junk. Fine. Yeah, so we're down to Thieves and the first check in Castle Tower by the logic. But since we have to beat Thieves anyways, have everything we need to beat it, we might as well just beat it. How many times can I say beat it? I'm gonna say bow is in here. Even though really it's probably lamp or flute. But I'm gonna say bow. Bow opens up hook shot. I guess it could be bow and lamp or flute. But I don't want to get too greedy too soon here. Nothing there. Let's see, what can progress us? Flute or lamp get us up to Death Mountain. Book gets us into desert. Flippers get us into ice. I think that might be it. Alright, so there's lamp, which is honestly probably what was going to be there. Like I said, there still could be a bow, which would open up hook shot. But at this point, I think bow is very likely up on Death Mountain. Hey, that was pretty good. Alright, so no bow. But if I had thought about it for half a second, it would have had to have been something to get us on Death Mountain, most likely. And that's it, so... So let's go up to Death Mountain. Forgot about that full magic drop. Alright, so this puts basically all of Death Mountain in logic, except for the top 3 of Hookshot Cave at this point. Oh. Alright, so heart container up there. Probably just grab it. That's gonna rot there for the rest of the seed. Probably gonna do Hera Basement too. Gave us that key for a reason. And the top's not in logic. What am I doing? Alright, so now I was one step late in the logic to getting that bow. Yeah, let's just do it. Because we still don't have the big key. Alright, let's see. Bruin's still up 1-0. 4 minutes gone in the third, so still 15 and a half, 16 minutes left. Alright, so I can mark off inside Spec Rock. We'll have to come back and probably do Spike Cave, but we can check basically the entire mountain at this point. Because now that hook shot is in logic with that bow. Okay. I'll tell you what, let's do it this way. So we'll be leaving the big chest behind, but that's easy enough to get back to once we get that big key. Not sure how I didn't get knocked off there, but I'll take it. And now I kind of wish I hadn't wasted that pod key. I could go back and beat Pod, or beat Helma anyways. What's Eastern? Eastern's our other pendant. So we have all of our information. Alright, small key. Alright, sounds good, Emok. Thanks for coming in. Get your well-deserved rest and get back at it tomorrow. To Ether. Assume tomorrow you'll be running Gloomhaven. So I'll try to catch some of that, maybe. Alright. There's got to be something else up here on the mountain that's going to help us progress. doesn't help us progress, but it's nice. Actually makes me think about going into ice. Ah, there it is. Alright. There it is. So that's our desert access. Once we activate it. We can scout what we need for Mire. Entrance, which medallion? This is... Alright, the other key to ice. So lots of good stuff found. We still need Ice Rod. We need Ether. Flippers. And a sword. For items. And then we still need a bunch of keys. PR and Skull Woods. Alright, Skull Woods not really that helpful, but it's fine. I did get 2 of them, which is my goal there. Nice. Ooh, silvers. So both bows up on Death Mountain. Oh, that logically is kind of nuts. So you're logically supposed to go... Actually, no, that's not true. Because you can get over with the hammer and the mirror. So, I take that back. Didn't mean to do that, but that'll work, I guess. Okay. So after this, we gotta go activate that flute. Ah, okay. Worth coming in here for. Oh, we could do Magic Bat while we're here, too. But we're gonna do that, and then we'll head down toward Desert Mire. Oh, 1-1, Washington scored. Didn't see that, but they scored in the last couple of minutes. There's about 13 minutes left in the game. And it was 1-0 at 16 minutes, so... We've got 3 dungeons beaten. Ooh, another sword. Nice. Definitely worth coming here. The last 2 checks have been swords. That's kind of funny. We're an hour in, we have no medallions, which is interesting. And it's Quake. Alright, so we need Ether and Quake. I mismarked the medallions. Hold on, I gotta fix TR. Oh, Bruins just scored. There's Quake. Okay. I guess we can go into there, but I kind of want to beat Desert first. So still looking for the big key to Mire. Who was it? Pirelli? Was it Sean Pirelli that scored? 26. He used to be 26, I'm pretty sure. And I know they brought him back. I'll have to look into that. So Pasta, I think, got the first one. Okay, so that's not quite 3 straight checks, but pretty darn close. Three straight picked up checks, I guess. Yeah, because we can fully clear Desert. And there's a Flippers. Alright, so now we are open. Swamp and Ice are open. Ice, I think we can full clear. Swamp, we can get everything but the big chest. Alright, not getting that torch item, we can get rid of that. It'd be nice if the Bruins could hold on and take this one. Wow, Washington has 29 shots and only 1 goal, which means they're either terrible shots or Swayman's playing well. I choose to believe Swayman's playing well because I don't know, I just kind of feel like he was gonna bounce back after his bad year last year. All right. Yeah, one of my buddies in our group chat basically said that we're in this game because Swayman's playing well, so we'll take that. He's too good of a goalie to be that bad for that long. Alright, we're gonna pop in here. Maybe we'll get lucky and the big key will be in here. But then it's Swamp and Ice. But we'll do it while we're here. Worked in the Reddit seed last week when we dipped TR. Ended up pulling out second place somehow. Oh, third place. I think I might have said second. We were in second at the time, but Kirby had to come in and curb stomp. Get it? But he smoked everybody because he's Kirby. We have half magic and we're not setting up spooky. So let's just use what we have. And get sniped by the shooter. Plus we can refill here. There's our refill. Oh, King's Knights after this in the NHL. That should be good. Got a soft spot for the Golden Knights. Bruce Cassidy's their coach. He used to coach the Bruins. And Jack Eichel is from the town over from where I grew up in, and he plays for them. I think he just actually signed a long-term deal with them too, which is kind of cool. But I've known about him for since he was like 14. Same uncle that used to cover UNH covered him for a different paper. And even when he was at when he was in high school, like my uncle knows their family and actually knows Jack pretty well from what I understand. So let's not do that. Save the key because we have to come down here. I guess we don't have to come down here, but we're gonna save the key. I don't have the big key now. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. So let's go do ice, because we can fully clear that. I'm not going to worry. I'll scout the island. But I'm not going to do Man Under the Bridge or Waterfall Cave. At least not yet. I think I am going to hit the switch here. So I've got the small keys. So I can get around no problem. Where's Samaria? There's Samaria. There's Samaria, and now we can do that. Alright, up to 12 hearts, that's good. TR small, that's our third. Figures it would get me after I get the heart. Alright, check iced tea. I think that might be our last 300. Not that we need it, but... Okay. So not really much of anything in here, but at least we can go through it once. That's the key with a lot of these all dungeon seeds and key sanity seeds. The less you have to double and triple dip dungeons, the better. So going through this once is going to help. Oh, it was too early. Ooh, they punched. They escaped. Alright. I released that spin just a little too early. Oh, no, that was our last 300 right there. Alright, let's get these flippers checks out of the way, and then we can go into Swamp. Don't you? Oh, I'm the king of mirror bonking. Alright, let's get rid of one of these bees. Useless map. Well, can't get rid of the bees if we tried. Mostly because we did tried. Alright, we might as well check it. Then we can flute over to 4 anyways. So what do we still need? We need the big key to Mire. We need the big key to Pod. We need the big key to Eastern. I think that might be it for keys. Castle Tower. We need one more Pod Small, actually. And another Castle Tower. What am I doing? And we need another Castle Tower key. So that's, what, 5 keys at least? Maybe more if we need to do lava chest or big key chest and pod. Here's another dungeon we can beat. Oh, I didn't grab. There was a small key up there on Zora's Ledge that I didn't grab. That I should have grabbed while I was there. Why did I not remember that until right now? Okay, it's Ice Rod found, so that's good. We can beat TR once we get in. Another GT small. So what small could that be that we need? Let's see, we don't have all of the small keys for pod. I think we're missing one each for Skullwoods, Mire, and TR. It also could be Castle Tower. We also have the small key on Lumberjack Ledge. That we know can't be Castle Tower because you need the second Castle Tower key to get it. The pasta score again? No. Yes, he did. Oh no, he didn't. That was his first goal? Must have been a replay. Yeah, so my hope with doing this is I don't have to come back. So I can clear everything out in one go. Outside of the big chest. Yeah, still 2 to 1. What do we got for time? Under 4 minutes. Oh, left side swamp getting us into TR. With the ether pickup. Item wise, I think we might be in go. So it's just keys. And it's the big key to Mire, big key to pod, small key to pod, big key to Eastern. Alright, that's our last TR key, so we can full clear TR, which is good. There's our pod key. So we just need big keys at this point. I said, Eastern Pod and Mire. Those are the 3 things we need. Alright, so that's green pendant too. So hopefully that leads us to Pod Eastern. Hopefully we get at least one of those big keys. Gonna hope and pray that small key on Zora's Ledge is not Castle Tower. I'm probably gonna grab that pretty soon unless we don't need it. I mean, the ideal thing is it's Skullwoods. The last Skullwoods key. Oh yeah, I already opened it. I already opened it. What do we got? What do we got? 2 minutes left. 2-1 Bruins. Face off in their in the Washington zone. Live with that. Yeah, we can full clear this. We're going to full clear this. So we're 4 keys for go. There's our pod key. Actually, we had our pod key already. That's the second pod key. But that actually lets us get everything, so that works. I think Washington pulled the goalie. Love when he drops some magic. Yeah, so we gotta check lava chest. But that's fine. Like I said, we can go through this one time, which is nice. Do not double dip if you can help it. Which means I shouldn't have gone into Mire, but we were right there. Oh, really? Okay, alright. This will not open up head. Eastern is the other pendant. Also nope. Three to 1 Bruins. Empty netter for, I think, Geeky. Kind of pad his totals a little bit. Hey, way to fall off. Just to not have to deal with him on the way back. That's not the big key we wanted. That almost has to be. Oh my god. The two big keys that we didn't need. Well, I guess we can check Hera while we're up here. Suppose that just makes sense. Finally got that spin. What do we got? Oh, under 10 seconds. Bruin's gonna take this one. So both Red Bomb and Head are blocked by big keys that we don't have. Alright, good win. That wasn't it. Let's go turn in that green pendant. Nope. Now let's go check Castle Tower. Then we'll go down and do Swamp, and then we'll get that small key. Or it could be in pod. I suppose that's also somewhere where something could be. That small key is, unless it's castle tower key, not important. All right. I don't think I need to worry about that key. So that's the last small key we needed. Think. Don't need Meyer, I don't think. Yeah, that's it. So we don't need that small key. We don't need the one on Lumberjack Ledge, so that's good. So waiting on 3 big keys. If the pod big key is vanilla, I'm going to be very upset. Because there is this, it is possible that that is the case. Nope. That's pod. Alright. Off we go to pod. So you needed to go into swamp to get the medallion for TR and a TR small. To go up to TR to get the swamp big key. To then open up the big chest to get the pod big key, and who knows what's going to be waiting here. So how do we want to route this? I mean, I think we just go to each one separately and mirror. I think that's what we have to do. It's this, it's the big chest, and it's Helma. And if we needed 1 item, I would have gone right to the boss, but we need 2, so we're gonna check this other stuff first. And I've got to hammer Yump again, otherwise we'll need to get that 6th big key. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Not thinking. Thinking I'm going to the boss. Not yet. looks good. I think that's good. Ah, it's too low. There it is, right? Yes. It's got to be on the boss. Okay. So big key to Eastern would be nice. And that would lead to potentially big key of Meyer. We could skip Head and Big Bomb. Big Bomb, I guess. Oh, it's in play if the Meyer key is here. It depends on what we get here. We also have the Skullwoods big chest we can get. Is. All right. So what do we got? Big key 2, Meyer. All right. Fine. Oh, that does open up Red Bomb, actually. I was mistaken. Which I don't need to open that. Just want to make sure I do that. So we just need to check the big chest and go. I guess it's also potentially might make sense to do the boss first and then come back for that. So let's do that. Just in case we don't need to get that big chest. Alright, I don't need to hit this switch, but I want to test to make sure we got spooky. Okay. We again. Perfect. Missed one. Did not want to see that. Boy, did I not want to see that. Like, really, really did not want to see that. That would have been the worst. That's the worst item to get. Mostly because it's the last item I needed to get. Alright, how do we want to do this? I think Bombo's tablet into Red Bomb. Then we have Skullwood's Big Chest and Ether Tablet. Don't need to read head because the only thing that we need is the Eastern Big, and that's a pendant, so we know it can't be there. Alright, it's the last GT. Small. Oh, GT's open. Wait a minute. Alright. Let's do Red Bomb and then we'll do that. That just hit me. That's why wouldn't GT be open? I mean, even in Cabookey, we're on a potentially on a GT big key hunt. That this one could be between 1 and 27. Not it. Alright, 2 fairies and a blue. That should be fine. Alright, let's take on GT. I don't know why I'm so disgusted. I guess I just like being in Go mode in GT, not hunting for a big key that doesn't even belong to that dungeon. I can check Ether Tablet while I'm up here too. So that's fine. Yeah, we'll open it up and then quick check of Ether Tablet and then into GT. Whatever. It's nice. But I would have been fine without it. I think this is the last big key left. So if we see a big key, we know that's it. Yes, now we're talking. Final Fantasy VII battle theme. So I think those last two small keys. One's Pod, one's Skullwoods. Oh, I think there's a Meyer key floating around up there too, so I guess there's one more small key. Let's do tile room. Actually, no, let's not. Let's do this like we normally do. I will do tile room before I climb, though. So that's how you punch. Easy enough. Not often you see yourself with 5 small keys in Ganon's Tower. I feel really bad if this is in Skullwoods. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we can do this. Beat Eastern. go to the castle tower, climb Aga 1, and then that's it. Thank you for being nice and not following me. So if you guessed Rando Room, you were right. Is that number 14, I think? She skipped the torch. Really? Also, really? So we're not going to sub 2-hour this, but we should be sub 210, I would think. I should be close to that. It'll be close. Whoops. Three smalls, I'm good. Relatively kind Moldorm 2 there. I don't want to leave that on there. Almost a triple. Just a single. Alright, this might be something. Ooh, yeah, let's go. Alright, just a quick jaunt through Eastern with silvers. Not stopping to get anything. Check the race room after I beat Armos, just to see if John's finished. Wouldn't shock me. He's been a couple of minutes faster than me the last little bit. Although if he didn't go into Castle Tower and doesn't know that the second small key is there, he might be searching for it. Potentially. But I'll look in a little bit. Been a while since I've done this fight with silvers. Oh. Not really necessary, but that's fine. Alright, let's pull up the race room and see if John beat us. Nope, not yet. So, maybe. Probably got another like 6 minutes. Depending on how fast we can get through Agate Tower. Should be like a 2-minute Ganon fight, maybe less. So that's like 4.5 minutes for the climb. Don't want to hit that. Actually, glad I remembered not to go get that chest. Honestly, the blue boomerang might have been better there. Oh. Didn't get the glitch. This hook speed. So we have a chance with actually I don't know if they routed it might have routed out the blue or programmed out the blue balls here. I know for Beer League, for the all dungeon seeds, they routed them out. Which means they might have also routed out the teleports for Ganon. Yeah, I think they did. I think it did. So, pretty free. Pretty free. So, we got an outside shot at like a 203. Oh, I could have had a triple if I was quick enough. Well, that'll do it. Pull up the old race room. I think I might have this one. Yep. And we sub 203. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Where's John? He just beat Agate 2, so he's probably gonna do Eastern. He's already done Agate 1. So he just needs to do Eastern and then back. Oh, is he not gonna finish? Oh, he threw in the towel. Yeah, GG's, John. That was an interesting one. All right, let's speed this up. Yeah, it's interesting. So John found the third Meyer key, it looks like, in GT, which means that those other two small keys were Pod and Swamp, which were on Lumberjack and Zora's Ledge. Chat to John in the race room. Do that in a second. All right, what did we finish with? 190. So 26 checks. There were, what, 13 or 14 in GT. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other checks out there. Is Ped, those two small keys on the ledges, Eastern Big and Skull Big. So that's 19, which means you left 7 things unclaimed. Yikes. Alright, that'll do it for me. It is late. I need to get to bed. Bruins won, I won. It was a good night. Talk to y'all later. Have a good one.